have, of course, the PwnageTool and the firmware for the respective device that's supported that you wish to choose. Okay, again, everything I've dragged to the desktop. When you do download any of these, the software and the firmware, it will be in your downloads, so it will be in Finder. Then you can drag it from your downloads folder. So next step, of course, is make sure that your device is plugged in via USB. I've chosen my iPhone 3GS, and then we're pretty much good to go. So we can open up the PwnageTool software, click OK when it welcomes us, and we're going to click Expert Mode at the top here, and then make sure you click the device that suits your description. Okay, once we're good to go, we can select Next, and it's going to want us to browse for our firmware. And of course that is on our desktop, so I'm just going to choose desktop, and you can see there I've already pre-downloaded the firmware to save time. And you can see here, so we've got Cydia, which we want to tick, of course, General. So if we just quickly go into General, we can see that we can activate the phone. So again, so this is Hacktivate. For iPhone 3G users, you will be able to add, of course, the multitasking, the home screen wallpaper, and the battery percentage. We can set the root partition, which I'm going to leave as it is. We're going to click Next. We can add the sources if you wish. Again, that's something that I add when I have Cydia within my phone. We want to make sure that Cydia installer is checked. Click Next. And also for 3G users, you will be able to choose custom boot logos. Okay, so when we're done, we can click Build and then Next. We can choose where to save it from, and again I suggest the desktop. Click Save, and it will start to build the firmware. Okay guys, so I've purposely left it on this screen because as soon as it builds the firmware, it jumps you straight into setting your device into DFU mode. Now don't worry if you get this wrong the first time or even the second time around, because it will have this pop-up, failed to enter DFU mode, would you like to try again? And of course I'm going to click Yes. Now I'm going to put the camera down and of course take you through the steps. I'll just drop that down. Okay, so as I click Yes, it starts us to prepare to hit the home and power button. So home and power button for 10 seconds. Release the power button and keep your thumb on the home button. Okay, and when you're successful, it will come up with a pop-up. Successful, enter DFU mode, close PwnageTool application, and start iTunes and restore to the custom firmware. So I'm just going to put the camera down for a second, and we're going to click OK. And of course, like it said, we're going to shut down the PwnageTool application and click at the jumping iTunes. Click OK because it recognises we're in DFU mode, and we're on restore. Again, I'm just going to pop that down for a second. On restore, you want to click Options on Mac and Restore. So like it's exactly the same. For Windows it's Shift click Restore, on Mac it's Options Restore. Okay, and then this will give you the opportunity to search for your custom firmware. And of course make sure you click at the right one, and yes, we want to continue to restore. Okay, so once we're restored, and you can see we now